Hello and greetings. My name is Shua, and I am the host and founder of a podcast called Light Up with Shua. It's a weekly podcast on conscious living and parenting, and it's a weekly podcast, and I hope you have already subscribed to it. And if you haven't, please do so. And let me know what you think. It is a bilingual podcast, it's in Urdu and in English, and I have amazing guests every week and I will be having my 100th episode in November. So please, now I'm starting to let you know that start watching and participate in my 100th episode. It will be a special episode, and that whole month will be special. So, without further ado, I have a very special guest who is not in Massachusetts or US. She is sitting all the way in Lahore, Pakistan. Thank you, Sadia, for being here. Thank you for taking out
Welcome,
time.
Shua.
And please introduce yourself to our audience with your full name and what do you do?
Assalamu alaikum. My name is
Walaikum
Sadia
salam.
Atif. I'm registered behavior technician, clinical psychologist, autism intervention specialist, and founder at Step Ahead.
Oh, wonderful. And did you educate yourself all in Pakistan and how did you do that?
Yeah, my credential is from Abu Dhabi,
Okay.
and I have done my MS from Manchester, and rest of my education is from Pakistan. These are you.
Mhm.
Bahauddin Zikriya University, Multan.
Okay, very nice. Manchester, England.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. All right, so let's begin first with your school, your what you do related to your qualifications. Why did you decide to do this? What you are doing, and explain a little bit what is the school about. Yeah, I know it's a heavy
Well,
question.
Well, I have joined this field on compassionate ground. I was a very sensitive person by nature, and I was very concerned about my parents as well. I have a brother, he is 21 years old, he is autistic, and he is the main reason why today I am in this field and why I'm working with these families and with the kids as well.
Can you define briefly for our audience who don't know what is autism or autistic child, what it is, if you can?
Okay, well, when we talk about autism, we always talk about neurodiversity. So we will talk about neurodiversity. Neurodiversity is basically a variation in the human brain regarding attention, regarding learning, regarding socialization, and other mental functions in a non-pathological sense. Means the kids have difficulty in socialization, in the learning process, and in communication they have such kind of behaviors which are socially not acceptable.
So you were a big part in your brother's managing and educating your
Yes,
parents and your family.
yes,
Yeah, okay,
alhamdulillah.
okay. And he still is he part of your school? Is he or he's somewhere else or what is he doing?
No, no. As I told you that after 18, we start our vocational training. So that is a part of his program. That now he is not under the interventions as we cater with the early interventions and with 10 years or 12 years, because ultimately we have to introduce these kids with the vocational training as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because of course, when he was diagnosed, officially diagnosed, a lot of time was passed, and when I entered in this field and I came to know about what actually autism is, he was actually 14 15 years old, so the
Oh,
major
okay.
part of his life was past.
So what? So there is a time that if you can start as soon as possible, or if it is diagnosed as
Yes,
soon as possible.
early intervention is a golden key.
Okay.
uh, we say early intervention is defined as when the autism is diagnosed,
Oh.
like at the age of 18 months, at the age of 2 years, at the age of 3 years. So as soon as we introduce the child to therapies, that is early intervention.
Okay, okay, okay. And so, how long have you been in this specialization and running this center?
Well, I am in this field since 6 years.
Okay, okay. And what is your experience so far? Are you tired of it? Do you want to continue with it?
Yeah.
You no?
Not at all.
Okay,
I
okay.
told you that I have joined this field on compassionate ground.
Yes.
There is a difference between sympathy
Hmm.
and empathy.
Yes. Mm.
So, I have empathy. I
Wow.
don't believe in sympathy for these kids. You
Okay.
should be very enthusiastic with these kids.
Very
You should be
nice.
very passionate about your field
That's good. That's good.
because
Excellent.
you have one thing in your mind, and that is you have to change a life. You have to change. If you will change the life of that kid, or if you will change the life of that,
Individual.
child,
Yeah.
changing the life of whole family. The whole
Hmm.
family is involved in the process. The whole family is involved in the intervention process.
Yeah. Yep. So you
There are a
do.
lot of
Uh,
kids
so.
whose kids are, they are non-verbal,
Hmm.
and they are, very, very desperate to hear even a single word from their child.
Okay. So you
And that
educate their
that
parents
makes
also
us think. Yeah,
to.
parent training is a
Uh-huh.
part of our program as well.
Okay. Okay. So it's a whole family thing. It's a lot to do,
Yeah.
right? On different levels. And okay. So is there a way to find out earlier before the child is born about autism?
There are several factors involved. It could be the genetic factor, it could be the environmental factor, but
Okay.
still the cause is unknown. There is
Hmm.
no sure cause
No,
for
sure.
autism. That's why we say that it's a neurodevelopmental disorder.
Okay.
From the day one, when the child is in the process to be a child, the reason could be any. It could be stress, it could be environmental factors.
Hmm.
For example, if the mother is taking drugs or alcohol or something like that,
Hmm.
or it could be the reason after the birth of the child.
Okay. Okay. So it can be prenatal.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay. Okay.
And there are some children who are normal by birth.
Hmm. Hmm.
They are apparently normal till the
Mm-hmm.
age of one and till the age of two,
Hmm.
but suddenly they start, showing the signs of autism.
Hmm.
That is called regress autism.
Okay. Okay. How can you? I'm sure. What are your challenges in this work? Let's start with that.
Well, if I talk about the challenge, in the biggest challenge is the awareness in the
Mm.
society, because our society is not at all accepting our children the way they are.
Mm.
If you can take them to park, if you will take them to the mall. The other children or the parents who are, they are having fun with their children. They will look at your child like this. Oh, why he is behaving like this, and why he is like this.
Mm.
So you cannot answer every time. You cannot label your child every time that he has autism.
Mm. Mm.
So the awareness is the biggest hindrance.
Mm.
And it is the need of the time as well
Mm.
that we have to create the awareness in our society.
What do you suggest from your experience? What can we? How can we bring the awareness, and how can an average person learn about this issue?
See, the first step is to educate ourselves. As far as the responsibility is on our path, we are playing our part in
Mm-hmm.
this, in
Mm.
the awareness, in
Mm-hmm.
educating people, in
Mm-hmm.
educating, other children as well.
Mm.
For example, I have my two kids. My son is 11 years and my daughter is 9 years. And they have seen their mamu, my brother. They have
Mm.
seen him growing up and, everything. Like what we are doing with him and all that.
Mm.
So they have a sense of responsibility at this age.
Mm.
We have to educate ourselves, we have to educate our children, and we have to, educate our society as well.
How? Are there any ideas? Because you are in it. So I'm asking you that where can we learn about it?
See, if I talk about myself, my own experience, then
Mm-hmm.
I have placed myself on that sport a lot of times.
Mm.
For example, we can educate our youth.
Mm.
We can educate the youngster in the universities.
Mm.
We can educate the preschool teachers because they
That's what
don't
I'm
know that
asking.
what is autism.
Yeah.
So
So,
the preschool teachers, they can label the child very easily that he or she is showing tantrum, that he is not able to sit in the class and he cannot cope with the rest of the class. That
mm.
is very easy for her.
Mm.
But we have to educate them
That why is
because
it not easy, and why it is that child is difficulty having a difficulty.
the child is already having a difficulty in the socialization.
Hmm.
And if we will do the same, then how we will improve the
Yeah.
socialization.
So I think your suggestion is to start early in schools right?
Yes,
And
as early as
I
possible.
think anywhere, especially educational institutes and doctors can educate. I mean, all those places that we can think can educate their patients, their surrounding. Maybe doctors should have some kind of workshop. So, do you also conduct any parent or children or youth? Just asking, what do you do? Like, do you go to schools to educate, or do they come to you, or like, how do you manage that part, or do you not have any time to do that?
Well, if I talk about the parents, yes, I am educating parents. I am facilitating the families
Of those who are
whose kids
autistic.
are.
No, you are educating and training those who are autistic, not the normal public.
No, no, I am educating the public as well
Okay,
because I am
okay.
living as in a society. If
Hmm.
I will educate my neighbors,
Okay,
so
okay,
that will again on my part that I am educating someone. If
okay,
I am educating my children, I am educating friends of my children, then I
okay,
am,
okay, okay. Yep,
creating the awareness in the society as well.
yep.
Because they don't know that what is autism, what
Yes.
is neurodiversity.
Hmm.
We have given them a taboo that they cannot do anything,
Hmm.
they are useless, they can just sit in the corner like an object, and their whole life is useless. No, not at all. We
Hmm.
have to train them because our parents have trained us.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
Thank you.
this is, a difference between today's generation and our time, because we are so busy in our routine work that we don't have any time for our children.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Today there is a gap in the generation, the past generation and this generation. Parents have a gap with their children as well. This is very easy to give the gadgets to our children and keep, ask them to use this for 1 hour, for 2 hours, and there is no check.
Hmm. Hmm.
There is no check at all.
So you suggest that there should be a check.
Yes, there should be a check. There should be a time limit as well.
Hmm.
Because if I'm going to hand over the iPad or the tab to my kids, that is a one-way communication. That they are only listening. They are not talking.
Yeah.
So that is a barrier in the communication. If we talk about the children who have speech disorder,
Yeah.
so the main reason is this, that we are providing them the facilities
Mm-hmm.
where they can only listen.
Hmm. Hmm.
They will not put any effort in speaking.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. All right.
If
Thank
they
you.
are playing a game, that is not physical. That is not a physical game at all.
Hmm.
They are just playing on the gadgets and they are using their fingers and everything.
Hmm. Hmm. Thank you
But
for
they are
that.
not, there's nothing verbal in it. He's
Hmm.
not communicating anything.
So it is important for parents to interact and do the activities in which you have both two-way
Yes,
communication.
the
Yeah.
parents should have a play-based therapy.
Hmm.
Play-based, there are lots of things which are based on the play,
Hmm.
and a mother can play with his child.
Were you afraid when you were going to have children about this condition? Were you careful, or did you not know at that time when you had children, when you were ready to become a mother?
No, I had knowledge about this, but I was not at all afraid about that because I love children and I was very much excited that I'm pregnant and I'm going to,
Okay.
I will have a baby, and my feeling was totally different.
Okay. Good. Good. I know there will be some questions you will be like, why are you asking me this? But I have to ask
No,
you.
no, I will not ask about. Actually, I was in UK. I was in UK at that time, and the community over there, the midwives and everyone, they were very supportive.
Okay.
So I
You were
didn't,
not.
think about
Okay.
any such thing.
Okay. Very good. So you're a brave woman, brave soul. So how do you spend time with your children? Do you get time?
Yes, of course, I have to, occupy them
Yeah.
with physical play, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of physical play.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I will not facilitate them, then of course they will play the games, they
Mm-hmm.
will use the gadgets. And being a practitioner, I will never recommend such things to
Okay.
anyone. So
Mm.
how can I will use it and practice it myself.
How old are your children?
My son is 11 years and my daughter is 9 years
Okay.
old.
And you treat them both equally?
Yes,
Okay.
equally.
Okay. Well, I
Well,
have to ask.
I am a bit more closer than my daughter. Yes,
Okay. Okay. No,
because
it
she
it
loves makeups and nail paints and everything.
okay, okay.
But the the sense in which you are asking, yes, I
Yes.
treat them equally.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. Smart lady. I know. That's what my purpose was, because people have this perception also in the West that
Mm-hmm.
all maybe Muslims or Pakistanis or Asians, especially from subcontinent, and I will talk about Pakistan, are treating their daughters this way or that way. Yes, we have issues in our society, which we not necessarily, you cannot paint the whole society with one brush, but the
Mm-hmm.
probability or the cultural thing, it's not Islamic thing to do that, it is a
Mm,
cultural thing
very true.
to have maybe some families differentiate or do this or that, which feels that, oh,
That
you are
is
being.
again, I will say that is again the lack of education.
Hmm, yeah,
Nothing at all.
yeah, that's true. Islamic education also, and the education of humanity, like how to treat human beings.
Well, here I will add that my daughter is going to a better school than my son.
Okay. Oh, really?
I never
Okay.
compromised on her.
Okay, good, good, good. Well, I mean, we want our boys to be educated too. So, is that in your experience that boys are boys and they can be wild and they can do anything, but all the discipline is for girls? Maybe you are not doing it, but as a society, do you understand my question?
Yeah, I
Oh, okay.
understand your question, but again, if I will see as a professional,
Hmm.
then the boys are more energetic than girls.
Okay.
So we should have some structured environment for the boys. For
Okay.
example, we should have some more physical activities for boys than girls.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have engaged my son in badminton and cricket, and there are other physical plays as well. Most of all, he liked to play wrestling with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I am always available for him to play wrestling because he knows very well that Mama will always lose from me. So
Okay. Okay. Does your husband participate in taking care of your children, of your son and daughter?
yes, of course.
Okay.
Because you know that we both are working.
Okay.
So we have to divide our time when I will be with the kids and when he will be with the
Okay.
kids as
Okay.
well.
Okay. What is one thing that you can suggest, or one or two things that you can suggest parents in Pakistan that they can do uh, from your experience that can be a positive effect at an early age? I know there
To
will be
spend
tons.
more time, yes, to
Yeah.
spend more time with their kids,
Mm.
to talk their children frequently, talk
Mm.
about them, talk about their routine, what
Mm.
they have done at school, how they are feeling at home, what they want to change in their routine. Because as human beings, we always, most of the time, we get very bored of our routine works and everything.
Mm. Mm.
So we all need change. So
Mm.
talk about to your children about everything, and I
Mm.
mean everything, because I have talk my children about everything, the topic which they like to discuss with me, either
Mhm.
that is about school, about their friends, about society, or about anything.
Mm. Yeah. About.
Even about there are few topics, as they are going into their puberty age, there
Mm.
are several topics that they want to discuss,
Mm.
but we cannot hide from them. Because if I will give them a keep quiet call, or I will give them a shut
Hush,
up
hush,
call,
hush,
no,
hush.
your age is not like this.
Mm. Mm.
Yes, then they will learn it from internet, because
Mm.
Google is there. They will go and Google it on Mr. Google, and
Mm.
the Google will show them everything with images
Mm.
and plus so
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
so that is much better if we will educate our children on our own.
On, yeah, because in Western countries, you must know that you have been abroad also, that Muslim parents or Asian parents tend to stop that type of class or education or course, that they
Mm,
educate
mm,
about your biology, about puberty,
mm,
about all that, and our people somehow ignorantly stop that, or if they don't want the school to teach, then they should teach, right? instead of not teaching yourself
They should choose.
and
Yeah,
also stopping them from going to school for that day, for that course or that class. So that is also
yeah,
not a
very
good
true.
idea. That's been so. I think this is an important point that you mentioned, and especially in Pakistan, we need to women can or female teachers of young girls should be able to talk if they are unable to talk to their mother or whatever. So,
Yes, and as we are discussing this topic, then I will add over here with our neurodiverse kids.
mhm.
That is, totally different topic
Oh
that
yes.
we have to discuss, and we have to educate our children who
Hmm.
are at the neurodiversity,
Okay.
and making them ready for the puberty age, making them ready, and making their families ready for that phase,
Hmm.
for the girls and for boys as well.
So, is it
So
harder?
that is also a part of our training as well.
Okay, that's very good. So, is it harder for in your experience because you have non-autistic children and you're dealing with other people's autistic children? So, you have a very good comparison, I would say, right?
Yeah, I do have, because I have seen all the stages of my brother as well, and now
Mm.
when I am going to educate other families as well, so that is quite easy for me. That how we have to demonstrate in
Mm.
front of the child
Mm-hmm.
about his puberty here and everything.
Mm.
Okay, how he has to cope up with all these challenges of his upcoming life skills. So
Okay.
we have to train them on that too.
Which role is more comfortable for you, as being a mother or being a teacher?
Both.
Both. Okay. Okay.
Well, I will add here that I enjoy both my life as a wife,
Uh-huh.
as a mother, and as a teacher as well, because
Wonderful.
I have a lot of learning experience from all these things, all these professionals basically.
Mm.
When the parents come to me and they ask and discuss about the problem of their diverse children, I always give them the example of my own kids who are neurotypical children.
Mm.
I told them that there is not a very big deal if your child is throwing a tantrum, because usually the typical children are also throwing the tantrum.
Yeah.
And there is a strategy, there is a procedure of positive reinforcement, or you can say positive behavior sport, with the help of which we can teach our children, even neurotypical children,
Okay. Okay.
but they have a label. If I talk about the neurodiverse children, they nowadays they have a label. The label is the autistic
Hmm.
and blah blah blah. That
Hmm.
I already told you.
Hmm.
I agree that there are some sensory sensitivities.
Hmm.
I agree that there are several mental issues. I
Hmm.
agree that there are certain kind of gastrointestinal issues as well. But if we see, they are also children, if we see them like a kid, if we see them that they are human being as well, and what are the possible ways we can bring the children out of his isolation, and how we can help in his daily life skills, and how we can bring him out of this condition, we can.
Hmm.
Nothing is impossible in this world.
Very good. I guess we need more.
We always go and we Google about the success stories that are happening in US, that are happening in UK. We forget about the success stories which are happening in Pakistan as
Yes,
well.
that's why I'm talking to you, because your
And
attitude.
I am sitting here,
Yes.
and I'm sitting here leaving behind UK and everything. I'm
Okay.
sitting here in Pakistan in front of you
Uh,
to facilitate all the families in Pakistan.
so this is your like this is your choice, not by force. This is your
This is our
choice.
own
Oh,
choice.
okay, okay. You could
Yes.
be in UK.
Yes, because my husband was working there.
Okay, okay, okay. Very, very good and really proud of your work
But
and
I'm
your
very
intention.
happy he has never blamed me for that you
Okay.
have dragged me back to Pakistan and everything.
Okay, okay. That's very good. That's very good. So it means you are a very good manager, supervisor. You have a lot of qualities because to manage on different levels, which is very good. And you should
I'll-
be an inspiration for younger younger than you, because you already are looking younger to me, and I am not asking your age, but I think you are quite young, definitely younger than me. But it's
Thank you.
amazing that we have, and yes, this story needs to be told more. What you have, your experiences,
Yes.
and I know you have challenges. So, your staff that you have in your school, how do you choose them? Because do we have enough trained teachers? Do you train them first? How does that work?
Okay. About the teacher is if we will talk about the teacher, then with a single child, you require 5 to 6 teacher, and I mean 5 to 6 teachers. How? You have a music therapist. Um, with the music, it's not, the music just playing and the child is listening. No, you have to develop this speech through music as well.
Hmm.
There are few children who even don't know that how they have to blow. So there are few instrument that help in blowing as well. You have a music therapist, you have an occupational therapist, you have a integration therapist, you have your ABA therapist, you have like I have my Kari Sab as well,
Okay.
because I do believe that the pre-vocal that our Quran Park is giving us or
Hmm.
teaching us,
Hmm.
no speech therapy can ever help in this.
Wow. Okay. So
And
let
that's
me
the
let me
different program.
let me translate Kari Saab for the people who don't know what Kari Saab is. So Kari Saab is the Quran teacher, right?
Yeah,
The
Quran teacher.
Quran teacher,
Yes.
just for the audience who don't know what it you just said. And the Quran Pak is the Quran, the book, holy book, which Muslims believe in. And you are saying that the speech or the recitation that we can learn through the Quran, there is no other teacher like the Quran.
Yeah,
Okay.
there is no alternative for that.
Okay.
Like if we will start our Nurani Qaida, there is a, ba, and
Mm-hmm.
so on.
Mm-hmm.
So when we start with the speech therapy, the first word is a. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that is a very big blessing if you have, Qari Saab at your center, at your school as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a good suggestion. I mean, even if people here, I would actually, this is just very spontaneous. What you just said, I believed in my own ways, but not through what the work you are doing. So, what I am going to say to you
Hmm.
is, maybe I will want you to say this, that for the speech, teaching the speech therapy, doesn't matter if you
Hmm.
are a Muslim or not, this is a therapy that can be used for autistic or
Yes, that
neurodiverse
can be
children.
used. Yes.
So I
And
would say, okay,
we
we can
have
suggest
seen
it for
miracles.
people in the West.
Yes, and we have seen miracles. We have students who are on third kalma, fourth kalma, and mashallah on fifth kalma as well.
Mm,
So that means that they have, they can memorize. They have the memory to learn these, kalmas, and
mm,
the
mm,
age is you can say 4, 5 years, not
mm.
more than that.
Oh, wow.
So they have the potential to learn.
Very
If we
nice.
talk about autism, the people say that no, they have memory issues, they have learning issues, they have issues with the attention. They will never see on the positive part. They will only see the challenges
Mhm.
which these children are facing. They will never see their strength. They will always talk about the weakness.
Isn't this the case with all of us, that we always look for the weakness and not appreciate whatever else is there,
Yes, that's truth.
right? Because that is one of the treatments I like to do through my education for neuro typical people, that appreciate what you have. All the challenges are there to teach you, but learn to look for good. And
Yes.
we fall into this habit, I think, to just look for the negativities. Oh, yes, you did 10 things good, but Sadia, well, you said this, but there is always a but there.
But there is always a but in this.
So, anyways, now that was a very important point.
Every person. And in autism, every person has a distinct set of strengths and challenges as well.
Hmm.
And every child is different
Hmm.
on the spectrum.
Hmm.
No two kids are same.
Yeah.
So when people come to us and they ask me that, are you offering one-to-one therapy? Are you offering individual therapy? Yeah, we are offering, but according to level and need of the child.
Yeah.
Because in Pakistan, this is very easy to just say, oh, okay, this business is going very well.
Hmm.
And the other day, the person who is even not qualified, he will start his own setup with the name of something, and he is delivering a therapy. Either he is trained or he is not.
Hmm. That's a very good, important point. So, how is there
Uh,
a way to gauge from the state level or any other level that it is this institute or this training is authentic or genuine and not just a business just to say, oh, we take care of neurodiverse children and, without having a training? Do you think there are non genuine places that are existing?
okay, I had a morning show on a channel, and that was new channel now.
Mhm.
Its name was New.
Okay.
So I was invited on a morning show, and on that I just shared my views that the government should have, check and balance.
Mhm.
And people were so offended on my that statement that what do you mean by check and balance?
Yeah. What do you mean by check and balance? Thank you for watching part 1 with Sadia Atif. Stay tuned for part 2 and find out more about what does she mean by check and balances. Thank you.